Hey, how's it going, everyone? So in this video, we're going to be analyzing the Amazon top 50 books. Let's go ahead and import some. For the time being, let's see, import Maple, import Seaborn, SNS, PLT.style, plot. Um, Rule is, let's go ahead and give it at least 30 for the time being. This is the file that has all our data set. Let's go ahead and push it back. Just need to make sure that these are all user rating is float rate reviews. Let's change the review from string to float. Now let's change the price. We need to take the $sign out. Change it to float. Let's change the price R. Okay, we is still object type. Okay, so still gotta remove the $sign. Get rid of. So with the here, we're going to change it to Let's go ahead and run this one more time. So plenty of things has changed, which is good, which means it is easier for us to analyze. Let's go ahead and see some samples. Only want 2 sample for the time being. Ooh. This is a year. Yeah, that's gotta be a year now. This is what we gotta do, right? Okay, now we are certain that the data has been clean, right? So let's go ahead and see if there are any empty. Okay, so there are no empty or null values. This is the perfect data that data analyst could dream for. Let's go ahead and start analyzing the data now. Okay, so these are the top 10 most top 10 writers with the most books. TED 10. Kind of close to our title, and on the y-axis I'm going to hair count. Here it is. Fixed size. Let's go ahead and put it. Let's stretch it out a little. Now let's go ahead and play with group by. Not going to be. It is going to be name, year. This is pretty much giving us this data. Before this, what we can do is we could year. Okay, so most of the books were from 1970. The other, now let's go ahead and have some samples too. So these are all the list of here. We do have all the list of fiction and nonfiction books, right? If we see some, okay, these are the fictions and nonfiction. So let's go ahead and plot it out. This is nonfiction books. Okay, there we go. Let's account. There it is, right? Price. Is there a way for us to Uh, Group by price. First, we need to see if there are any books. Yep, it looks like there are plenty of books that has exact same price. Okay, let's find. I mean, this is really interesting. Average price of a book by. This is interesting.
Hey, hey, hey.
So let's go ahead and use template that we have. So this is basically a name of the book, list of books. If we would want to see what is inside it, what we can actually do is so this was supposed to be a list in itself. There are at least one, two, three, four, five, six books, right? What happens if we do for inner item, an item, print, inner item, and after printing this, we are breaking it as their way. Okay, yep, there we go. So let's go ahead and first find type of item. NumPy array. This is cool. That's real interesting to see. From outside, it looks like it is just a string, but under the hood, it is NumPy array. Okay, we need to take this out. Let's go ahead and find the top book that are top reviewed, that has a top review, right? Um, let's go ahead and see if we do have the exact same reviews. Oh, this is a review, so we need to do a user rating. This is interesting. Let's go ahead and plot it out. User rating, number of user ratings. Let's go ahead and log, make it true. This looks way better than what we saw last time. Now, let's go ahead and view all the books that has. User rating that is higher than 4.5. These are all the books. What about 4.8? There are still 69 books. This is impressive, right? So if we would want to have other condition, is there a way for us to do it? Okay. Let's go ahead and find. So let's leave it like that. And we're going to have another condition here. I love to read nonfiction. Here it was rating review. Somewhere something is not right, so here we go. We are going to have another condition that is so okay, what we've realized is there are some repeated and these books are not from 1970s. What it means is we have to drop data here is not right. So now there we go. Now also let's focus on price should be less than 20. Okay, now we do have 54, right? And one of the things that I have noticed is there is a reputation for the exact same book. Let's go to the top. Now we are going to dot group by. Let's go ahead and price and try to see what is the average price. Okay. The price for books with user rating of 4.8 as review of more than more than 10,000 is non-fiction, and price below $20 is for 4.8 is 11.73. 4.9 is 9.20. We don't need this. For reading of prices and for reading of okay, now let's go ahead and have to make a lot of analysis. And let's go ahead and see the books that has the highest rating. It's not going to look pretty with the long names, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and stretch it out a little. Size. So these are the top 10 books by review. So now let's focus on the writers. It is a name. So let's go ahead and just say this one. But with yo, what is happening? Are we just repeating, adding the exact same thing again and again? So instead of sum, we're supposed to do something else. We could have done something else, but let's go ahead and leave the group by. So what we are trying to achieve here is book by author. Okay, we don't know how many books are there, right? What we will do is sample one. Every time we're going to be sampling one for a book. Book list. And for book and book list, there are then book list, many books, book list. Ooh, now you see there is two books, right? Now we have successfully aggregated the books by its author. This is a validation. And so we can drop the table because we do already have a price. All right, and the other sample. Okay. Let's go ahead and see a user rating. Dot plot kind equals to, let's go ahead, see a histogram. So if we do the exact same thing, but okay. Now let's go ahead and see the reviews. So there are some outliers, right? And so what it is showing is it is showing median, quartiles, potential outliers, skewness of the data. Okay. This is really interesting. If we can understand this diagram, it has tons of things. And there has to be a video that is going to be dedicated to the just box plot. Now let's go ahead and scatter plot. So we are trying to see a relationship between reviews versus a rating. Let's just call it a rating. So this is a review. X label. See, this is reviews count. So higher rated books have more reviews, right? Let's go ahead and do this exact thing, but we're going to be using another diagram. Here we are going to be using hex bin. Okay. This is where most of the reviews, user rating are being occurred. Now let's go ahead and use the heat map. Okay, so there's negative correlation. Pair plot. So this is the histogram and our pair plot that we are seeing the relationship between various columns or various parameters of the data set. This is it for now. I will see you guys in another video.